Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny and it's sunny today, folks, and very warm, and we're going to get right into this. We're going to do a review and an analysis on this truck. Now let me say to you, let me tell you what this is. This is a 2021 Ford Bronco, and no, it is not mine. This truck actually belongs to my daughter, but we are going to be talking about it, and we're going to be giving a complete tour of this truck. So you hang around, and we're going to show you what this Ford looks like, and we're going to show you what it sounds like, and let you hear it run, and give you a complete tour of this truck. So let's get started right now. Right now, folks, I'm going to give you a complete tour of this truck. Now, keep in mind, this is a 2021 Ford Bronco. So I'm going to give you a complete analysis. I'm going to give you a tour of this truck. I'm going to talk a little bit about the pros and the cons, if you will. Now, let me say that this is not my truck. It belongs to my daughter. She's got about, I think, about 2,000 miles on it. She bought it brand new a very short time ago. But I am impressed with it, and I want to show you, this thing has got super big tires on it. Actually, they're 17-inch tires. Now, this is a cactus gray color, and it's the Big Bend model. That's representing the park in Texas, the Big Bend. You can see this, the Big Bend Park, of course. Now, we've showed you the tires. Now, right here, take a look at this. These headlights are LED, and it's got the Ford Bronco emblem right here. These things automatically, you do not have to dim them while you're driving. They automatically dim themselves for any lighting. They do just that. Now, going right on around, it has the Bronco emblem on the front, as you can see. And over here, the headlight, of course, is the same. Now we're going to move over this side with these big 17-inch tires. Now this is a compact SUV, but I'm going to tell you something. The size of it is really misleading. It looks compact, but when you get into it, the size of it is comparable to a mid-size SUV. And let me tell you, I've got two, so I know what I'm talking about here. It's a very roomy, large inside. So let's go around to the back. This is a luxury SUV. All right, now we're going to show you how this window will actually open without you even touching the door. Just simply pull this little lock there. And it's so convenient to open up when you just want to drop something down in that. Now, that is what I like about it. Now, let me open up the door. Here we go. Take a look at this. Look at the size of the back of this truck, the room. Over here, we have compartments over here. Little tiny things. You can charge anything here with these outlets that you can charge. Here we have a hanger. You can hang a nice thing across this back here. It has the lights here. And this seat here, both of these seats, they move forward so that you can fold them down and have all of this space back here to hold virtually anything that you could imagine. And over here, of course, it's got the same features as it had over there. And this thing opens up. This is not a slick surface here. It is made to grip this tiny cover. And here is the spare, so easily to get to, a full-size spare. Large amount of space in there, and it just simply shuts back down. And over here, I like the space in this thing. It is so awesome. And it's got enough space to haul anything that you could imagine that you could actually haul. And of course, just pushes back down. Now, let's go around to this part, and we're going to raise the hood on this vehicle. All right, now folks, we have showed you the rear of this vehicle. Now we're going to open the door, and we're going to pop the hood and let you hear this baby purr. Now, first of all, let me tell you a little bit about this engine. This is a 1.3 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It gets about 30 miles to the gallon. It's got an 8-speed automatic transmission. And let me tell you something, I have driven this truck. I've drove it about 25 miles. And I'm going to tell you, it has got a ton of power. It rides like a Cadillac, if you will. And I'm going to tell you, there's enough space in there to just absolutely store and haul and carry anything that you could imagine. Now let me start this engine and let you hear it run.
Please proceed to the highlighted line and then the
That thing is a smooth running engine. And I want to show you some more features on the inside that will absolutely, if I took, it would take me probably a half hour to actually give you a complete description of all the bells and the whistles of this vehicle. But we're trying to do it because we've got limited time here. So I want to take you inside and show you just a brief description. This thing has got room, and let me show you. You talk about a navigational system here. This thing has got the GPS, the navigational system is all set in, and I'm telling you, it is so high tech that it's way over top of my head. And of course over here, the transmission, it's just a little tiny spin of the finger, and you have got park. You can put it whatever drive you want, whatever mode. Now it's got a thing called GOAT mode. Now what does that mean? That means it runs in all terrain. No matter what kind of terrain you're on or in, you can set this to that specific. If you're in a snowstorm, if you're on the desert, whatever mode, whatever terrain you're on, you can set it for that particular mode. And of course, you know all about the system that you can set this with. It sets up with your cell phone, and you can navigate, take calls, and receive all over, no matter what, text or whatever, right up on this navigational system here. It's just like a tablet, if you will, there to touch and to use. So I've showed you the inside of it, and I've completely given you a tour, but I'm going to say this much about this truck. I will give it a 5-star rating. I've only driven it for about 25 miles. Now, I could tell you this, it's been a long, long time since I bought a Ford. But my daughter, she saw this thing and she fell in love with it and she went and bought it. The last time I bought a Ford was back in 1989. Back in 1989, I bought a Ford. It was called a Ford Tempo. And that was the last time I ever purchased a Ford. But I think she paid about 30 grand for this truck. Now, I have driven it, like I stated a moment ago, about 25 miles. It rides like a Cadillac. It's got a ton of power. You get great gas mileage. And it's got enough space in here, even though it's a compact SUV. It's got enough space to haul whatever you could come up with. So I wanted to share this with you. My overall analysis of this truck is, as far as I can say, I'm telling you, it is extremely impressive to me. I'm using that word, and I will give it a 5-star rating. And listen, you might be a brand new viewer watching our videos for the first time. Would you give us a thumbs up and ring that bell and go ahead and subscribe to the channel? And listen, as always, you have a wonderful, blessed day, and we'll talk to you later. Now, here is what I like about this. You can